Winning the Battle Against Procrastination by E.B. Kevin. As a human, I have both good and bad habits. Nevertheless, one of my bad habits is procrastination. What is procrastination? Well, I have an assignment to do and I have the possibility to do it today, but I decide to do it tomorrow. In other words, to procrastinate is to put off until tomorrow what you can do today. The problem with it is that life is unpredictable, anything can happen tomorrow, and if I keep delaying something that must be done today, I might end up not doing it at all. Most of the time I think I have enough time ahead of me, but I must admit that time is not mine. I came to realize that time is the greatest resource I have, therefore, I must make good use of it and not waste it. I have tremendous goals, but procrastination is the enemy of my goals. In other words, it prevents me from achieving my goals. For instance, one of my goals is to start a business next year, but I always procrastinate thinking that I have enough time to implement it. Therefore, I don't work on my goal. Guess what? I haven't even done my business plan, and I am still expecting to get my business started next year. Honestly speaking, if I don't start working on my goal now, it will never manifest and become a reality. Having life goals is fantastic, but I know the most important thing is to work on them. I personally think that everyone procrastinates, but not everyone procrastinates on their goals. I shouldn't procrastinate on my goals, otherwise I will never achieve them. I understand that time is money, therefore, I can't afford to waste it. As far as I am concerned, procrastinating on things that don't matter is not a big deal. For example, I have 15 pairs of trainers and I decide to buy new trainers to make myself happy. I have the possibility to buy them today, but I put it off until tomorrow. Is that wrong? No, it isn't. Why? Simply because it's not important, neither is it urgent, as I already have more than enough trainers. But my objective is to stop procrastinating at all, because if I develop the habit of procrastinating on things that don't matter, I will also procrastinate on things that matter. Everything big starts little. The Bible makes me understand that, if I am faithful in little things, I will be faithful in large ones. In other words, if I can achieve little things, I will be able to achieve big things. I always tell myself, Kevin, stop procrastinating, but the question is, how can I stop procrastinating? Fortunately, every problem has a solution, and the good news is that I have finally found out 3 simple ways to overcome procrastination. What are they? The first way to overcome procrastination is by living each day as if it were my last. The following are the questions I ask myself any time I feel like procrastinating. What would I do if today were my last day on earth? Would I procrastinate? I doubt so. This is the exact mindset I adopt to stop procrastinating. I live each day as it were my last. This might sound like a negative way of thinking, but it's rather a positive one. Living each day as if it were my last allows me to be more productive. Withal, it boosts my motivation and desire to work on my goals and achieve everything I want to achieve in life. For instance, I am planning to open a shop in the next 10 years, but I ask myself this question: why not now? The truth of the matter is that there is no right time to work on my goals except now. Yes, the right time is now, not tomorrow. What's stopping me from working on my goals now? Perhaps entertainment, friends, partying, social media, television, video games? Things that will not even lead me to where I want to get in life. If I really want to achieve my goals, I must be willing to focus on them and stay away from many distractions. Anytime I do something or take part in an activity, I ask myself whether it will help me achieve my goals. For instance, Will watching TV for 7 hours a day help me achieve my goals? No. Will spending most of my time on social media help me achieve my goals? No. Will sleeping for 10 hours a day help me achieve my goals? No. Will partying every day help me achieve my goals? No. Does that mean I shouldn't have fun? No. What do I mean then? I mean I should spend most of my day working on my goals. Living each day as if it were my last will help me to not waste my time on things that don't matter. It is emphatically one of the ways to stop procrastinating, and it brings about success and fulfillment. The second way to overcome procrastination is to stop overthinking. Should I do it now? I still have time anyway. What if I do it tomorrow? It can wait. I have lots of work to do, but I can have fun today and do it tomorrow. There is no pressure anyway. I always submit my work on time. Overthinking is one of the reasons I procrastinate. Sometimes, when I have something important to do, I start thinking too much about it and end up not doing it. My mind plays tricks on me and make me think I can delay something that must be done. The moment I start overthinking, the next step will be to procrastinate. I came to realize that one of the best ways to stop procrastinating is to stop overthinking and just do what I must do. Therefore, whenever I must complete a task, I just do it, and don't think about it too much. I get up and do it even when I don't feel like it. I don't listen to the voice within me that tells me to put it off until tomorrow. It's like brushing my teeth in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I go brush my teeth without overthinking. I just do it because I don't want to have dirty teeth and bad breath. Anytime I overthink, my mind plays tricks on me and tells me how difficult my task is and that I might not even be able to complete it. Therefore, if I think that it's too hard and I won't be able to complete it, I will surely procrastinate. Sometimes, I procrastinate to run away from my challenges, but the truth of the matter is that if I keep running away from my challenges, I will never overcome them. I came to know that challenges don't escape when I escape them, but rather when I face them. Procrastination is a way to escape reality. The more I procrastinate on my goals, the harder it becomes to achieve them. Overthinking is often a waste of time, and the time I spend overthinking can be spent working on my goals or fulfilling my tasks. Therefore, when I have something to do, I don't overthink, I just do it. My final strategy to stop procrastinating is to overcome laziness. Most of the time I procrastinate because I feel lazy. Therefore, I began to overcome laziness in order to stop procrastinating. The question is, how do I overcome laziness? Well, I overcome laziness by drinking caffeine as it makes me more productive and keeps me awake. I call it the fuel of my body. Nevertheless, I drink it in moderation. Caffeine is known to enhance performance. Laziness is also a sign of lack of energy, and caffeine boosts my energy. I also overcome laziness through other means. Self-parenting is one of them. What is self-parenting? Well, it's a form of conversation that occurs in my mind between the inner parent represented by the left brain and the inner child represented by the right brain. The inner parent tells the inner child to work and stop procrastinating. I parent myself when I feel like procrastinating. For instance, when I have office work to submit, and I feel lazy, the inner parent tells the inner child to do it now with a certain authority, just like a parent would speak to his or her child. In other words, I tell myself in my mind to do it now as if I was a parent talking to his or her child. It's quite weird, but it works. I have developed the habit of parenting myself whenever I feel lazy in order to stop procrastinating. Furthermore, I also overcome laziness through music and motivational speech. I understand that beating procrastination is a key to achieving my goals and being fulfilled. My name is Kevin, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.